So let me tell you though, what design has done for other countries. So now we've seen how we fared in other countries. Let's see, versus other countries, let's see what design has done for other countries. Simon Anholt, in his book, The Competitive Identity, you've heard this recently, I think last year it was discussed when they were talking about the design, the branding for the Philippines with the Tourism Council. He says that, he has this very interesting quote, which I think we're very familiar with, but I'll give you an analogy. When you want to know someone, when you meet someone in a party, or you meet someone in the streets, or you meet someone in the mall, or in the library, or wherever else, or your friend introduces you to someone else, you want to know more about this person, what do? You check their Facebook profile. Yeah? And then you check their Facebook profile and you look at the comments. You look at the pictures. And you look at who's related to your friend and maybe how that can make things more possible. That's how we do it, because we have a lot of time. But really, with what Simon Arnold said, he said, when you haven't got time to read a book, you judge it by its cover. When you don't have time to read a book, you judge it by its cover. And that is true exactly. That's how people are judged also when we just have Facebook profiles. But really, the exercise about the images from these other countries will give you an idea of how the world knows about us. Because really, not everyone else in the world will want to know how we want to be known. We have to give them an idea. At the same time, we have to make the information sure that when they Google us, it's going to be this that they read about us. And it's going to be interesting, relevant, and maybe fascinating and everything else. So this is what comes up when you look for the Philippines. There's a lot of beaches, a few maps, 5 girls, 4 girls, 6 girls, and then a lot of water. So, and if you scroll down a bit some more, you can find a tarsier there somewhere, which is what I did. Now, if the Philippines were to have a Facebook, if the Philippines were a person, if the Philippines were to have a Facebook profile, would you add her up as a friend? Would you want to meet up? Would you even save or message? Let's see. Now, in branding, there's this thing you call country of origin effect, which is very interesting, COO effect. It's like a feature that is designed into your product, whether you like it or not. It's called the country of origin effect because it's about where the product came from. It's like saying, do this again, French perfume, Scotch whiskey, Colombian coffee, Japanese technology, and Italian shoes. So what is the COO effect like for Filipino products? When you see something that says made in the Philippines or made by Filipinos, what is it all about? Is it something that you really want to put in your product, or do you want to mask it? Or do you want to create a brand that says, let's say my name is Tenorio, let's make it sound more Italian, Tenorielli, or whatever it is, and then put it on a shoe? Do we want to do that? And do we have to in the future? This very interesting image from iPhone, from iPad, from Apple. It's very interesting wording over here. It says, designed by Apple in California, but assembled in China. I don't know if you've seen that, really. It doesn't even say made in China. It says assembled in. Makes it less involved. Makes it less of a Chinese product and maybe more of Californian, yeah? Not even American, Californian. Shanghai Tang, for example, they know they're made in China, it's made by the Chinese, but you know what? Just by saying it differently, it just sounds more expensive. Shanghai Tang, made by the Chinese. Who would not want one? Apparently, the Chinese brand, Shanghai Tang, is owned by a Swiss.